say score line, you want to burnish those score lines. So just on the flat edge, just burnish these. It makes a difference when it comes to the construction of your envelope, having those crisp burnished lines in there. Now, I'm going to leave one side free, and the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to put this as the envelope liner. If you want it to be a full, and obviously we're going to have all the decoration of the liner with the flowers and the 3D flowers that we're going to do. So I'm going to keep that one flat. So I'm just having these folding over. But of course, if you fold it over now, there's too much cardstock. So we need to take out those edges. So you literally take your little snippy scissors and cut up to that score line. And the same on that side. And we'll do the same on all 3 pieces that we're going to be using. Well, I say 3, or 4, sorry. Debbie can't do the maths. We'll put that in as well and remove all of those. Just make sure I've got the scissors right down to there. Scissors back in, Debbie. Come on, girl. There we go. And like so. So you've cut all of those 4 out, which now mean that when you fold this over, you've got a really nice finish to the envelope. And again, I'm just going to put those score lines. Again, this is quite a thick cardstock. It's a 300 GSM, so it's a good heavyweight construction one. If you're using a paper, because you can use papers, you can use any of your papers, then absolutely do that. Just think about it though in terms of how you're going to use this. Are you going to take it into home decor? Or are you going to use it as a card? Because you can, like I said, turn that into a card. Now, don't forget, in the pack, in the bundle, you are getting envelope in there. Have I got the right one there? Let me see if I've got the right one, because you're getting all 3 sizes. There we are. So you get all 3 sizes, which is your one's for your 5x7, one's for your 5x5, and one's for your US size as well. So I think, if I'm right in thinking, it's that one. I picked the wrong one up. What am I like? There we go. So I'm just going to push that into there. Now we're going to seal that down straight off. We're going to use our not tacky glue. We're going to use all-purpose glue to get that wiggle time into place as well. Now at this point, if you wanted it flat, you could keep it. However, nah, we've got dies, we've got downloadable elements. You can add whatever it is that you want to use because you've got all those beautiful florals and petals. And if it was exactly what my lovely producer was saying, then if it's just an envelope you want, obviously put your score line and burnish, because that beautiful, stunning line, stunning line for a card, because that's your envelope liner. However, we're wanting to make a little bit of a feature of it, so I'm going to leave that to dry just for a second, just to one side, and we'll put these pieces together in a moment where you put those in and the flap goes up. But I want to get all the flowers in before I do that. So I'm going to bring in, now I'm going to use the digital downloads that you can get now just by simply going to the back of your box, taking your phone over there and literally being able to go directly to it, where you've got more envelope liners. Look, you've got your big envelope liners, your smaller ones, your 5x5s in there. So you've got all of those. And then you've also got these beautiful printed petals and flowers that work beautifully with your sets. Now I've already printed mine out. I've already been snipping up because I'm going to do some individuals, because these are the ones that match my particular floral envelope liner. So I've just put those on and lined the dies up. Now when I say the dies, this is just a few of them, because look how many you get. There's so, oh, stuck. There you go. You get so many of these gorgeous flowers in there. So these are going to be great, beautiful dies outside of all of this, outside of all the digital downloads and everything. A great set of florals to crafty sash. So I'm going to now put that through tonight. So we'll pop that into and run those through. So that will cut out all those pieces for me. And I'm going to layer it up. Now, it's your choice of glue. So foam pads, 3D cloud glue, my favourite chunky glue, as you all know, I love it. Chunky, bit of chunky. Gotta love the chunky glue. But yeah, just so that you've got that then to hand to do, and maybe shaping as well. So think about your balls to shape your flowers. Give them some life, give them a bit of character. Look how beautiful they've cut as well. How lovely is that? So let's just do Make sure I'm not chucking away the florals that I actually need and just chuck the waste away. So put those dies aside. Grab my poker tool. Wait a minute, where's my poker tool gone? Oh, I'm fine. There it is, it's hiding in the bag. But let's get all of these pieces. Now, you can go really full into town with these gorgeous dies. Let's just push those to one side. The big elements of some of the dies have got elements of embossed details on them as well. So they'll emboss the floral, which looks gorgeous. So let me just get the last couple out there. There we go. Even cuts out all that. Look at that detail there. Absolutely fabulous. Love these. They're so I've got so many ideas on how I want to use these dies outside of the envelope bundle. So let's just now bring in our floral element and then do that of decoupage. So I am going to use, now I haven't got a sponge in here, so I'm just going to use a ball tool and the back of my hand, literally. Oh, I should say of my hand, not the back. Yeah, that's your back, Debbie. That's the front. Oh, you'd think I'd know. The palm, thank you very much. I knew he'd help me out there. You know, with me words, always get them mixed up. So you can shape them. At this point, you could add things like your glossy highlights, gems. I'm thinking of all the different things. Now, I've cut a few others out as well, so I'm going to just pop those to one side. So I've gone a little bit OTT, as I always do. Cut probably more than I need to cut out, but it's lovely to have that choice there so that you can do this with your florals. And then, of course, oops, did I chuck a leaf on the floor then? Oh, I did. Let me pick that one up. There we go. So we've got quite a few in there. Now, choice. Are you going to use things like 3D collage glue? Now, the thing is with the chunky glue is it's a wet glue, so it gives you a bit of maneuverability. What it also means, though, it needs a drying time. But a foam pad will instantly stick down there. And we do foam pads, different shapes and sizes. You can head over to the website and have a little look. We do small ones, large ones. You can do ones where you can cut them out yourself. So if you've got a hole punch, you could use ones with the circular ones, although there are circular ones on there. But if you are using wet glue, you need the drying time. So the drying time, a cure time, it's touch dry in about half an hour. But for it to go out to someone who is sending it out in the post or anything like that, you need to give it the 24 hours to cure properly. So that's just a little top tip there. So let's go in and add now, and I'm going to angle it. So as you can see, the background piece, I'm going to angle it so it goes on the off center. Gives it an illusion of more full flower, which I absolutely love. Get your gems as well. You could go in and add extra little pieces that you want to add. I'm going to go in bigger with that one because that would fit into there perfectly. So I'll do that. I'll do it on that one. So add in more depth and dimension. Let's turn it again just to give that, create a little bit of a fullness feeling. And then I'm going to just do the same with the leaves. And I'm actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tilt it so I'm, rather than decoupage over the top, give an illusion of more fullness. So again, lots of different ways that you can use these. Let's have a think what will be on show. Because don't forget you've got all of this. If you're tempted, do you know what you could do? Is snip out. I'm just saying, snip that out. That's a gorgeous bit of paper that you could use on another card. Because if you think about it, that's getting closed up. So if you think about in placement, you've got all of that there. Got all those gorgeous flowers that you could be using on a strip and decoupaging up with your florals. See, always thinking. I am always thinking. I am a little bit frugal. Or in Yorkshire, we say tight. We like to, we like to get the most out of our things. We do. And of course, you could add some extra little elements if you wanted to create some extra little full flowers. Let's add a little bit there. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Put it over there. Change it up. Why not? We've got the ability to change it up and add a few more because obviously they're going to be on show. Why not? That's me because I've added too many in there. That's me again, adding more. But again, it just creates a little bit of fullness to it. So your backdrop. And again, let's just pop that just under there as well. And I'm going to add that one in. So just a few little drops of glue. Pop that behind the back. Again, if you want to decoupage that, but I'm adding quite a lot. I'm going a little bit OTT with mine. As always, if you know me, you know very well this is what I'm like all the time. Do I ever do it as it should be? Well, let's add a little bit more into there as well. Look how lovely and full that looks. Just, especially when you look at it that side view, absolutely stunning. So now what I'll do is I am going to stop. Actually, to be fair, I've not actually left anything for the front or the back, but it doesn't matter because I've got a finished sample to show you what I mean by that. I just wanted to show you how to put that together. I actually want those to come out as well. So